Shadow, you the
So
man.
apparently this nurse started like making content or whatever, and then apparently she went on live and it ended her career. So we're gonna see how the fuck that happened.
Y'all are starting to make it look like they give out nursing degrees for free. Y'all, please start being so for real. Why did I see a girl on live at work during med pass, and she ended up making a mid air, and she's on live saying patients' names? Oh, you have got to be so serious. And this is why I always say, you don't necessarily have to be smart to be a nurse. You don't. And some people get so mad at me when I say like, oh, I did this and I did that, and I had straight A's to nursing school.
Nah, nursing school is crazy, bro. At my school, even if you got straight A's, you couldn't be a nurse. So I don't know what MedPass is or none of that. So we're gonna find out exactly like how left this really went for real.
It means nothing if you have no critical thinking skills. They can't teach that. Okay.
That part.
TikToker and LPN Yaz Scott is under fire after live streaming during her shift, and what happened next is a masterclass in what not to do as a healthcare professional.
Damn, fuck.
While passing medications to a patient, Yaz decided to go live on TikTok.
Oh my God, y'all just be on here doing the most. Just relax.
All right, what's MedPass again? All right, sorry, let's do it real quick. MedPass. What is that? Hold up. What is? Oh my God, my spelling. MedPass is the process of administering medications to patients. Okay, so they're giving somebody medicine. All right.
Yes, ma'am. You do mornings. Yeah. Not only morning.
Healthcare girly. Okay.
Can you check the pills, see if they're dry?
Let me get a glove on. Nope, they feel dry, girlfriend. I'll lose my license if I'm showing patient information. I'm not showing any patient information, so.
Fucking idiot! You said her name, bro. Like, are you dead serious?
Just relax.
Hang it up.
And during that live stream, the patient said their full name out loud. Because it was live, that information was broadcast with no filter, no edit, no protection. That alone was already risky, but it didn't stop there.
Yeah, because of HIPAA, right? The law that says you got to protect patients' names and all that stuff. Yeah, she's tweaking, bro.
Viewers actually caught her making a medication error on live. People in the comments pointed it out in real time. And instead of taking accountability, Yaz ignored the warnings and kept going. She insisted she wasn't showing any patient information, but then turned around and said, if you see patient information, just holla, as if that made it okay.
If y'all see some patient information, then just holla. But I'm not showing nothing. I'm just at work, so.
Y'all make a nigga want to smoke.
I'll be just doing the most. It's not sanitary.
Damn, I'm scared to go to hospitals now. These the new nurses?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I've been working on my own now. Actually, I just started this job. I've only been here for probably about a month. Actually, it wasn't the wrong medication. It's just the lidocaine patch. You're supposed to have it in the daytime, not at night. Oh my God, y'all.
Wait, what was the error? What was the, I'm kind of confused.
Are just nerve-wracking. I'll be right back. I'm gonna come talk to y'all for a second. Y'all are in these comments. Let me block this hoe. I'm just now reading some of these. How do I even block on here? Cause bitch, y'all, it was doing way too much.
Like, ma'am, go do your job. What the fuck are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Like, shit. That was me. If that was like my mom or something and the nurse on fucking TikTok lives, bro, I'm coming in there blowing all that shit up.
Yes, girl, I love doing nursing content. As long as I'm not showing any patient information, I don't understand why y'all be on here doing so much. I'm trying to just block you, boo. Y'all be on here just doing too much. Girl,
or just get off live, bro. This shit not worth it for your 100 viewers. Like, come on.
HIPAA is. I've been in the healthcare field a very long time, even as a CNA. Like, I know what HIPAA is.
Concerned,
Rip Kevin Samuels, man.
Viewers kept calling her out. She started blocking them rather than taking a second to reflect or log off. Some begged her to stop, to be more mindful, and warned her that this could cost her everything. But Yaz doubled down. She brushed off the feedback. Eventually, she did apologize. But by then, the video had spread. The evidence was out there, and the conversation had moved way past her control.
Yeah, you know, these people that be watching the lives, they will report you. They will screenshot it, report you, look for your job, look at your badge, figure it out. Like, how many videos have we seen of like random people just being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna figure it out and get you fired? Like, Jimmy, this shit is not sweet, bro.
You gotta be a different kind of dumb to get on here and record yourself on live as a nurse doing a medication pass. HIPAA! The worst part about it is this girl said a patient's name. Not what, multiple times on here. Talk about something, I'm not breaking HIPAA. You can't see patient information. Girl, we can hear it. Then, baby, you made a medication error on camera. So now I know what med Betty Sue is on. That patient should and could sue the fuck out of you. Do y'all think that they're giving away licenses for fun? The board of nursing will come in your license before you can say I'm sorry. Like, people on the live are trying to warn you, like, girl, you're breaking HIPAA. Girl, log off. Girl, get off. Girl, get off. And she like, it's not that serious. Y'all dragging it. Y'all doing too much. For your 55 viewers, so you about to lose your license for...
Exactly. And two, what I tell you all the time, bro, there's not really any money in TikTok unless you're like a very attractive, you know, female, you feel me? And you have a link that leads to another website that starts with an O. Like, you're not making no bread, bro. Let's keep it a buck.
55 views. Remember, social media is social media. Your license is all you got. Yeah. You need to protect that shit at all costs. Girl, get off the fucking live. You have to record of all things, you passing medication. Something where you should be focused anyways.
Yeah.
You at the camera talking, looking, talk to the patient, at the camera, responding to people. Girl.
Let's be clear. People...
Hell nah, bro. Hell yeah. It's gonna be hurting a little bit when the police come knocking at that door. What the fuck?
FBI, open up!
Open up!
People are not just reacting to this woman and her actions because she violated HIPAA, which is a huge thing on its own. But people are reacting to this woman's actions the way that they are because there's a growing level of frustration that we are feeling towards nurses in the United States regarding their behaviors and how they treat their patients. There was a whole bunch of videos, people talking about it, people discussing it, whatever, right?
And two, people have all these jobs and shit, but let's keep it a buck. Everyone wants to do content, but niggas aren't consistent enough, or they just don't care enough to really do that shit. Like, making content is not that hard.
Oh, I'm looking in the comment section on this video. Somebody said I filed a complaint with the board.
I filed a complaint with the board of nursing. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. These people don't care about you. They see that shit and be like, you know what? Yeah, they don't know you, bro. Like, she filed a complaint with the board of nursing. Are you dead serious? Come on.
Board of nursing. Unacceptable. That it takes one person. It takes literally one person. Our page was private, but today she went live and I just happened to catch it.
Make better choices. Use me as an example, okay?
This shit is sad. Well, no, it's not sad. You feel me? Let me not. I was about to, you know how when females start crying and shit, you like, oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. But no, it's not okay. Like, what the fuck? You did that dumbass shit, like going live while you giving medications and fucking the medicine up. Like, you deserve to not have a license. I'm not gonna lie.
What not to do. Thank you. Y'all did try to tell me. Y'all keep saying the same thing. I know y'all tried to tell me. I didn't listen. I didn't listen at the time, okay? I didn't listen at the time. But I did something, and when you sit back and you're like, dang, that was not right. That was not okay of me to do that.
You didn't sit back and think that.
Is that normal?
You didn't sit back and think that. You got in trouble. You were fighting those people when they were on your live telling you to not do that and to hang up the live stream. You thought it was okay. You said,
not hang up the live stream. This the terminology is funny.
oh, I'm not saying any patient information. You said that whole lady name. That lady whole name. I don't even care if they can't see the medicine. You don't do it.
Y'all learning. Yes, y'all learning.
What? I've always said critical thinking skills can be taught, but unfortunately, you have to have a base of common sense before that can happen, apparently. I thought we'd be on here telling each other, don't go on live. If you are a medical professional, do not go on live while you're at work, clocked in, badge on, patients behind you speaking. I think a lot of new grads assume that the most common way of getting your license taken away or suspended is a HIPAA violation, and that's just not true. Nurse J is the first video I saw on this, but there was a nurse on live at work, and she was honestly doubling down, saying that what she was doing was not wrong. Apparently, she even made a med error, and here's the issue with all...
To be honest, like, if you scroll on TikTok right now, you'll probably find a couple nurses. Like, you feel me? It is pretty common for them to go on live, I guess, since... I'm not going to say nurses have a lot of free time, but it do be times where nurses get to chill for a little bit. So they probably be like, all right, fuck it. Like, let me, you know, nursing content is pretty popular, right? Let me just go on live. But you got to be careful, bro. Like you said, if your license is all you got for real. So don't jeopardize it for 100 views on fucking TikTok. It doesn't even pay. That literally doesn't even pay for real.
All of this. You don't even have to have a HIPAA violation for you to get in trouble by your board of nursing. Your board of nursing varies state to state. They're not just judging you on HIPAA violations or med errors. They're judging based on what they decide is unprofessional, unethical, unbecoming. They leave it vague on purpose so that when something is presented to them, the board can decide collectively, is this unprofessional? Is it a violation? Is it unethical? Is it unbecoming of a nurse? Not only that, you're working with a vulnerable population, no matter what specialty you're in. There were so many chances to hit end on that live. live, but she just kept going. All it takes to be recognized is a poster in the background. Is the family member saying, I think I saw that nurse. Hold on, wait, I think that was the poster on the hallway that my Meemaw's in. You're cooked. You are expendable. They do not care. Please protect your license.
Yeah, you're expendable. Like she said, like there's how many people become nurses every semester? You know, probably a lot. So yeah, these people think that, you know, these hospitals need them and stuff, but at the end of the day, they really don't. Kaysen said, yeah, bro, your shit is popping off, but we ain't got nobody in the stream. Yeah, it's fine, gang. Sometimes it just be like that, but it's not gonna stay like this forever, I promise, gang. You just gotta keep grinding.
Please protect your license. Please protect your license.
And this is exactly why employers put social media policies in place, because we've seen this pattern before. Women working hard to build careers, to take care of their families, only to risk it all for a few likes and a moment of attention. These jobs aren't easy to get. Licenses aren't easy to earn. But one live stream,
Yeah, NCLX, so she's from North Carolina, same state I'm in.
one ego-driven decision can jeopardize it all. I'm not here to drag her. She's already going to face consequences. But I am going to say this clearly. Clout is not currency. A license is. You've worked hard to get where you are. Protect it. Don't trade your livelihood for a live stream. And if you've made it this far, go ahead and like the video, drop a comment, and let me know what you think.
Come on, like, subscribe, all that good shit.
A fireable offense or a teachable moment.
Nah, she's getting fired. She's definitely getting fired, bro. Yeah, that's inexcusable, bro.
You subscribe if you haven't. Media policy viral and cried after she violated her job's social media policy. Trust me, it's a pattern you don't want to ignore.
So we got another nurse on live passing out meds. Guys, listen, maybe Auntie Old. Maybe Auntie Old, maybe. Tell me in the comments. Is this what the ladies are doing at the bedside now? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
Okay? Nobody's being to do it with your policy. Okay, words, okay?
Guys,
God damn, she put this whole video in there for like a minute. I'm glad we skipped past that.
I did want to come up here and let you guys know what was going on. I told you guys before that I would be very open and transparent. The VON was contacted over 50 times regarding my case. My job was also posted online and they were also contacted. As of now, I am currently suspended until the investigation is over. I do want you guys to know that I'm well aware, again, of how extreme and severe my actions were. You do things and you don't think that it's going to go viral. You don't think that it's going to be...
Yeah, I feel that though. She probably thought nobody's watching this shit anyways. Are people gonna snitch and stuff? But actually they are.
Even seen. And in my case, it was. I woke up and I was all over the internet and I had thousands of comments of people holding me accountable for what I've done.
Yeah, there are probably some nasty ass comments too. You know they weren't nice.
And whether it was advice, whether it was criticism, whether it was some sort of guidance, I've seen everything. And I want you guys to know that I appreciate the feedback. This was a lesson learned from me. And like I stated in previous videos, I hope I can be used as an example in the future of what not to do, and just give a heads up to these, creators that are in nursing, that are creating content, these people who are in school to become into the nursing field, just to be aware. And it doesn't matter who you think's watching. It doesn't matter what the case is, just to be mindful of the content that you're putting out.
Oh my god. Yo, what these memes,
guys. I did want to come on here. I'm just waking up for the day, but I did want to take a second to create this video to let you guys know that my family did create me a GoFundMe, which I'm so grateful for. This is going to be a long journey and a very long process for me.
Not my family created it for me. Okay.
If you guys are able to donate,
I beg your pardon.
Donate. 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 Donate.